everyone, and yes, that is right. I am indeed, of course, the one, the only, none other than... Oi, oi, it's your boy, UK's finest Tricky J, bringing you the hard-hitting takes, bold predictions, and straight-up banter from across the pond. Welcome to the bell never stops ringing. Welcome to the People's Wrestling Podcast. Do let me go ahead and do this. Remember to share, like, subscribe, for more if you haven't already. Then why haven't you? I'm still on the hunt for a co-host for the podcast. If you want to be like the view, let me know. Today will be another laid-back, fairly quick episode. And guys, do go and check out REW, Ray Dog Extreme Wrestling. Might even have it in my thing here. Let me take a look. I'm going to have to put the channel up, what I'm talking about. Actually, I haven't got it right now. But REW, Ray Dog Extreme Wrestling, online e-fake company. Spots are open. You want in, you let me know, let Billy know. Speaking of Billy, go and check out Protein Tees. And the money for the cancer, you get a shout out on REW should you buy a shirt. And the money for the cancer t-shirt goes to a cancer charity. Also go and check out ROW, Reality of Wrestling, Booker T's coming in with Billy's a training wrestler and referee. So grab yourself a ticket. So there actually is something that I need to do here, and I'm going to try and do that quickly. In fact, I'm going to try and do that right now. Give me 1 second to do that. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry about this. Should have done this before, but I'm going to actually do it now. Give me 1 second here, so do bear with. Give me 1 second here, guys. 1 second. Another few more seconds. What's cooking at the table? So what have I been up to since last week? What have I got coming up? Kind of more the same, really. Heading to the gym, going to my games club, going bowling, did go to my craft class and coloured in this week, so hopefully you guys can see that. And yeah, kind of that's been pretty much all I've done this week. I've got more of the same coming up, but guys, let me know what you've been up to and what you've got coming up as we go into the second segment here, which is all about the glitz, the glamour, all about Hollywood, all about the stars can only be. Movie talk. Only one movie, only one film I've watched since last week, and that is Supergirl. This was a decent movie. and really not much to say about it other than I'm just going to give it a rating of, and I'm being generous here, but B is my rating for it. But guys, let me know what you've got coming up on your watch list. What movies are you wanting to see? Now, we do have some news and headlines. A big story, a big thing has happened. We're going to get to that. On the other side of this. That is right, Protein Tees Goldens won. Yes, Protein Tees Goldens won. You get a pinfall count out of 3 shout outs and then get to the Junior People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. That again, pinfall count out of 3 shout outs and then get to the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. But we do have this. Yes, news and headlines. And of course, a big news story is Brock Lesnar has indeed retired. I'm just going to kick this up as I'm talking about it. You know, guys, get your views in, get your thoughts in about Brock Lesnar retiring. Let me hear from you. Do sound off. But Brock Lesnar did announce his retirement on the Pat McAfee show this week. So I think that Brock Lesnar is actually done. He actually has retired. I don't think I think this is it. I think he's done. I don't think he comes back. I don't think he comes back at the Royal Rumble. So then Guns can retirement as, like, say, WrestleMania. I think this is a perfect way for Brock Lesnar to go out. Obafemi retiring him. Yeah, like I said, perfect way to go out. Now, whether we get like an evening dedicated to Brock Lesnar or that's it, you got the little package you got on Raw and that is it. I don't know. Guys, what do you think? Let me know. But my biggest thought here is obviously Brock Lesnar, big major star. WWE losing those major stars. John Cena, AJ Styles, and now Brock Lesnar. You're kind of running out of big names. You're kind of running out of big stars. So, guys, get your thoughts on this. Do sound off. Let me hear from you. Does Brock Lesnar headline the Hall of Fame next year? And guys, do you think that Brock Lesnar is actually done, or we do see him back in a WWE ring, perhaps at WrestleMania? Now, with that said, I'm feeling in a celebratory mode, a celebratory mood. And we, of course, do that with wrestler's birthday. So who will grow a year older today in the wrestling world? Two birthdays, Chris Statlander and Marty Bell. A big happy birthday to both of you. Both of you have a great day. Both of you have a great birthday. But just one final segment to do here because it's quite a short episode today. Laid back episode, as you guys have seen, no This Week in Wrestling History. So we're going to jump to the final segment. But first of all, let me go ahead and play this right here. Like, share, subscribe. That is right. Like, share, subscribe. And I probably really should have said when it was what's cooked at the table last week. I did meet my brother for the first time ever. He wants to keep in contact, so that's good. Really should have said that at the beginning, but I'm just saying that now. But got one last segment to do, and that is Wrestling Roundup. So nothing really to discuss on the AEW side of things. We're going to go right to last week's Evolve. So you saw Holly Riggins get the betterment of Tate Wilder. It's Gal scored victory against Kale Dixon, and Thea Hale, Ren Sinclair, Skylar Ray, and Zena Sterling were on the winning side against Nikita Lyons, PJ Vassar, Sloan Jacobs, and Giovanni Capri. So good win for Holly Riggins, but Tate Wilder just can't get that W. Finally, it's Gal gets the tick in the win column, and look like they're finally doing something with Skylar Ray, so that is cool, which we'll get to in this week's Evolve results shortly. So I'm going to give that a rating of what did I rate it? Half thumbs up. Getting into Friday Night SmackDown, had Finn Balor come on out, then Sami Zayn did, then Gunther did, Nick Aldis attacked. So, Gunther attacked, then Nick Aldis did. B-Fab and Meechin got the Dubski against Tiffany Stratton and Chelsea Green. Damian Priest and R-Truth won via DQ against the War Raiders. Teller and Tamatong were attacked. Trick Williams came out on the stick, then Baron Corbin did. Ray Phoenix is still your AAA Mega Champion. Lash Legend advanced. And then Cody Rhodes came on out. CM Punk did a brawl, ended the blue brand. So I'm going to go through all of that. So the Finn Balor, Gunther, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn, Gunther, Nick Aldis stuff obviously hyped up both matches. B-Fab and Meechin continues to get the big wins. Damien Priest or Truth, War Raiders going to DQ. Really no shocker there. I didn't think either tag team title would change hands. The Trick Williams Baron Corbin stuff with me just hacked up that. Cool that JD McDonough got a shot at the Triple A Cruiserweight Championship, I guess. Cool for Lash Legend advancing into the ladder match, but what are they doing with Julia? And the Cody Rhodes, CM Punk stuff obviously hyped up that. And I give SmackDown also a half thumbs up. Getting into, of course, SummerSlam Night 1. I did think that Night 2 was much, much better, but we are going to get into Night 1 of SummerSlam. Give me 1 second here. 1 second, guys. One second here. So getting into Night 1, of course, kicked off with me 1 second, and here we are. So Liv Morgan retained the Women's World Championship against Io Sky. LA Knight, Solo Sequoia, and Royce Keys were the better team against the Bloodline. Gunther tapped out Nick Aldis, and Fatal Influence got their hand raised high against Paige and the Bella Twins. So we'll go through all of that. Good that Liv Morgan won. I did think Io Sky was taking the title, but good that Liv Morgan won. Thank God she didn't lose her first title, defend the title for the first time since Mania and then lose. But I guess that's good. Cool for LA Knight, Solo Sikoya and Royce Keys. Like I said in my prediction, that could have gone either way. It looks like it's a one and done for Nick Aldis. Not going to say much else there. I wasn't really too over impressed about his WWE debut. What did you guys think? A much needed win, I think, for Fatal Influence. Now, what will this do for them? Will this make them feel more than just another faction, more than just another trio? Let's wait and see. Still, your WWE Undisputed Champion is CM Punk, and Femi put away Brock Lesnar. So, hopefully this now means Cody Rhodes well away from the title, which I think he should be for a long time, if not forever, in my opinion. I'm great that Femi retired, like I say, Brock Lesnar, and beating Brock Lesnar for the Brock Lesnar losing for the very first time ever in Hell in a Cell. Getting into Night 2, there was actually turned into a failed four-way with the returning Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, Gunther, and Sami Zayn. Kevin Owens was your winner. Baron Corbin snatched away the US Championship from Trick Williams. Chelsea Green finally has some more gold in a fatal five-way ladder match. Let me go through all of that. So great to see Kevin Owens back. This was a shocker. I didn't think Owens was ever coming back. And now we're going to see Kevin Owens, CM Punk. So that is very, very interesting to me. Baron Corbin taking the US Championship. Well, at least I think this maybe makes him feel like more than just another guy. I think. I don't know. He kind of come back and won gold in his very first match. So cool. What I've got to say about that. Chelsea Green, yes, is your women's champion, but she's interim women's champion, so it kind of really means nothing. Rhea Ripley's the main champion, and I think once she comes back, whenever she comes, they might make Chelsea Green actual women's champion. We'll have to wait and see. Announcement might get made tonight on SmackDown. But yeah, let's just wait and see, I guess. But for the time being, Chelsea Green is a replacement women's champion, so cool. But what does it actually mean? Danhausen remains undefeated. Penta takes the L to Chad Gable, and Roman Reigns is still the man. So Danhausen beating Dominic Mysterio in a whom the money's on a pole match. Really no shocker there. For me, that was a fun match. I know other people might disagree, but I enjoyed the match. Chad Gable is your new Intercolor champion. Really no shocker there. But I do want to say about the mug root beer kind of promoting that. That was just like, ugh, okay. Nothing is sacred. There's just ads everywhere. I'm kind of going a little bit back and forth here, but ads on the Usos entrance, the Gears of War, Wingstop on the Wingstop logo on the chairs, and then you had this, just like, ugh, there's ads everywhere now. It's just full of ads. And then Roman Reigns finally beating Seth Rollins. Good match. I'm going to give the whole of SummerSlam, I think I'm going to give it a thumbs up. But I think night 2 was a lot better. Night 1 was a warm-up, and I don't think there should be these 2-night pay-per-views unless both nights are going to be good. Getting into Monday Night Raw, looks like they had some new graphics. So cool. Roman Reigns came on out, then LA Knight did. Javon Evans pinned Ethan Page, and then Big Cass returned and went right after Javon Evans. Sol Ruka won by DQ against Roxanne Perez. Becky Lynch returned, and then Stephanie Vaquero did. Obafemi got on the stick. Baron Corbin plowed through Joe Hendry. So we go through all of that quickly. So the new graphics, cool. The Roman Reigns LA Knight stuff was good. Ethan Page, very, very 50-50. Big Cass returning. So he's gone right into the mid-card division, like right back into the mid-card division. Okay, I guess. Big Cass right off the bat feels like just another guy on the roster, and he's been gone 8 years. The Sol Ruka now just feels like just another woman on the roster. Cool to see Becky Lynch back and Stephanie Vaquero. The Obafemi promo was good. Braun Breaker plowing through Joe Henry. That's what you need to do with Braun Breaker. But I probably wouldn't have had him destroy Joe Henry, but okay. Chad Gable came out, grabbed the microphone, then Penta did, then Judgment Day did this led to a match where Chad Gable and Penta were victorious. And then in a street fight match, Jacob Fatu destroyed Royce Keys. So the Chad Gable, Penta, and Judgment Day stuff merely led to a match. Chad Gable, Penta working together as a cohesive team. Cool. And who's a heel? Who's a face here? Jacob Fatu's face, Roy Keys' face. Jacob Fatu taking out Royce Keys really makes him heel. Whatever. I'm going to give Raw a half thumbs up. Getting into NXT, then Evolve, and then we are done here. So NXT kicked off with Jada Parker and Thea Hale dispatching Common Petrovich and Nikita Lyons. Tony D'Angelo came on out. Grayson Waller did. Chris Montoya did. Zarya versus Ren Sinclair ended in a draw. So we go through all of that quickly. So cool that Jada Parker and Thea Hale got this win. The Tony D'Angelo, Grayson Waller, Chris Montana stuff. Great that Grayson Waller's in the title picture, I guess. Makes sense. You don't know Zarya or Ren Sinclair to look weak here, so you don't want. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on that. Miles Bourne in Taven Heights are your new NXT Tag Team Champions, grabbing those titles away from Vanity Project. Keanu Carver gets the job done against EK Prosper, and Kendall Gray retains in an underground match. So great for Miles Bourne and Tavian Heights. Tavian Heights finally has gold. We saw a different side to Keanu Carver. So how will that progress going forward? And good main event. Looked like Kendall Gray actually got legit injured, bleeding from the ear, and still carried on and also retained. But with all of that said, I'm going to give NXT a half thumbs up. And this week's Evolve saw Victor Zanoff and Shido Ash get their hands raised high against Ja'Cory Ball and Santi Rivera. Skylar Ray downed and Yaroon, and Harlan Lewis is still your men's Evolve champion. So I'm going to go through all of that, and then we are done here. So Victor Zanoff and Shido hit Ash undefeated. Cool, really not much to be said there. Like I said about last week's Evolve, and on this week, they're finally doing something with Skylar Ray. That's cool. And Harlan Lewis put away 3 guys: Aaron Rourke, Tristan Angels, and Max Abrahams, holding on to the Evolve Men's Championship. And I give this week's Evolve a half thumbs up. Now I'm done here. So remember to share, like, subscribe. And always remember, and Ricky J, we're going to really bite to the